Hello and welcome to Loppy Loves Iceland. If you haven't been here before, my name is Lauren and on this channel I talk about my life as an immigrant living in Iceland. In today's video I'm going to talk about a second-hand shop here in Selfoss that you might want to visit if you are coming through Selfoss. It opened a few months ago and it is called Venus, and it's different from a charity shop. It isn't a charity shop. In Iceland, these booth rental shops are quite popular. So individuals will come, they will rent a booth for a set amount of time. It's normally like 2 weeks or a month. And sell the clothes that they want to get rid of at whatever price they want to set. And then the shop will take like a fee for however long they are selling there for, plus a percentage of what they sell. So this one in Selfoss, it was opened by two brothers, and this one's a little bit different because most of these like booth rental shops are focused on women's clothes and children's clothes, and this one actually has a little bit of a focus on men's clothes. You can sell clothes for men and women there, but they do actually have booths for rental for just men's clothes, which I don't think I've seen anywhere else in Iceland. So they have the men's booths, they have the general clothing booths, and then they have 50-50, which I don't really understand because I think the general one is 50-50. So I'm not quite sure what they mean by that. I couldn't find any more information on the website, but I don't think they allow the sale of children's clothes. If I can remember correctly, they want clothes that you would wear if you were like 14 years or over, so late teens to adults. So the location of it actually isn't in the main part of Selfoss. So Selfoss is split into, well, I say into two, it's more into like, maybe like 10% plus 90%. And they are in the smaller section, which is the opposite side of the bridge from the main town. But it's actually closer to Reykjavik if you were driving in from the city. So if you were driving into Selfoss, you go past a little roundabout to get into the town, and then you would just turn left just after the roundabout, and it's in that kind of industrial area there. It's opposite not a petrol station, but some petrol pumps from Atlansolia or AO. It's directly opposite there, but you have to go behind the building. So it is a little bit awkward to find if you don't know where you're looking. So I did take a few clips. So it's in this industrial area, it's like a big car park, that's the entrance. Then this little clip that I took inside the shop, you can see the main road is like right in front of the shop. And in this clip you can see Ingolfsfjall, which is the mountain over Selfoss. So that's, the distance from the mountain, if that helps. So as I said, it is a booth rental, and so the prices can vary quite a lot as people are making their own prices. And just before filming this video, I noticed that they do now have a web shop for selling clothes too. And the cheapest price was 100 kroner, which is ridiculously cheap. I have never seen, I don't think I've seen anything really, besides like maybe some very cheap food. I don't think I've seen anything for 100 kroner in Iceland, definitely not clothing. So some people do choose to decorate their booths, which I think is really nice. And this happens at a lot of booth rentals in Iceland. I think it's really lovely when people do this, and it kind of draws your attention to the booths. And most people will also put what sizes of clothing they have for sale along the top. So besides the clothing rails, they do of course have two changing rooms, and also not far from the changing rooms they have this nice little sitting area with a couple of chairs and even a footrest on this nice old rug. So that's a nice touch if you are just waiting for someone to try on some stuff and you don't really feel like browsing. I have seen a dog sitting there like on the rug before, so I don't know if it's pet friendly, which is unusual for Iceland if it is. It might just be that it was one of the owner's dogs. I'm not 100% sure, but I have seen a dog there before. And so what are the prices like? Well, like I said, it's a variety of prices. So here's just a few bits that I found while I was browsing. This dressing gown was 500 kroner, and on the same booth was a dress for 1500. On another booth, this t-shirt was 4,700 and the dress was 5,500 kroner. I don't know if these are designer brands, but that is a considerable difference in price. There was a booth that had these lovely hand knitted jumpers and they were just gorgeous. And this lovely pink one was 11,000 kronor, which is well worth the money. It was beautiful. There was this white dress that was 4,000 kronor and it was new with tags, and the tags said that it was originally £99. And on the same booth there was lots of matching white dresses and jumpsuits in different sizes, all new with tags. This confused me, but what I suspect was that this person had bought in a lot of these items for confirmation season, which was coming up when this video was filmed, and maybe trying to sell them on for a profit. And finally, I saw these absolutely fabulous net leggings for 500 kronor. I would never have worn them. I had no idea how to style them, but I just thought they were amazing. And one final thing that I wanted to point out in Venus was this picture that hangs very close to the changing rooms. It did creep me out a little bit, to be honest, but I just wanted to point it out. Yeah, so that's just a brief introduction to Venus. Go and pay it a visit if you are coming through Selfoss anyway, and get yourself a bargain. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!